Okay, guys, so one of the things that I see all the time is people asking what the difference between an orphan listing and a ghost listing is. They're very different things, but people seem to still get them confused. So, what I did in this video is I made a comparison. I'm going to show you both a ghost listing and an orphan listing, the difference, the advantages, the disadvantages, everything you're going to need to know about these two listing heirs, if you'll say. And now you're going to know how to take care of these, how to fix them, how to profit from them. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, a really important concept here before we go into child Asins, orphan listings, ghost listings, parent Asins, that kind of stuff, is I got to explain to you what a parent Asin and a child Asin is. So every item on Amazon that has a variation, okay, so it doesn't matter what category it is. If you're looking at a listing in grocery and you have a variation where it's a 2-pack and a 4-pack, this is the same as if you're looking at a bra and it's got, 50 different sizes, 50 different colors, or you're looking at a shoe like this. It's all the same. There is 2 Asins for each one of those items. There is the parent Asin, which is what I'm looking at right now for this pair of shoes. The way to tell that I am looking at the parent Asin is you do not see any size information or color information. Yes, it is showing me a black shoe, but that's just the default image for this shoe. I can't also add this to my cart. Okay, see, gives me an error. I need to add the sizing. Okay, very, very simple. Now, as soon as I add the sizing, 12, and let's grab red. Perfect. I now have something that I can add to my cart. Perfect. Let's add that to our cart. Awesome. Okay, that's how I know that it is a child Asin. And if I go back, it's got that color and the size selected, and you keen observers may notice that I now have a different Asin than before. This is now the child Asin. Okay, now just like that, now you understand the difference between a parent Asin and a child Asin. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you exactly a orphan listing and how we can avoid them. So with this orphan listing here, the dead giveaway to me is that it is a very high rank, okay? 3.6 million in clothing. That is not a good rank. That tells me that this does not sell. Now, this actually does have a parent Asin, not only, so it's got the parent Asin, and I'm using here Rev Seller to show me this, okay? So it has a parent Asin and a child Asin. So that's kind of weird, but that's how this works. And what we see here is somebody has taken their own photos. This was somebody made this. This is probably somebody trying to get around a gating in Nike. I bet you the brand on this is not correct. I'm not going to dive too far into this. Well, we can see here, I mean, it does say the Nike store, but doesn't show me an actual brand here. So I do really believe that this was somebody made this listing to get around a Nike gating, and that's probably why most of these orphan listings exist. And I would not sell this. I mean, somebody is not going to find this. This is a hard to find item. Let me show you guys another example here. So here is this bra here. This is also an orphan listing. Now this was made using good photos, okay? But we can tell from the detail page here, or from the title here, that this is an orphan listing. We should not see this information, the XL, the pink black. I'm going to share what this looks like in the seller app right now, okay? So if you see that, you also see the bad rank, you know you're dealing with an orphan listing. Does not matter whether or not it has stock or not. Somebody is in stock on this, but doesn't make it not an orphan listing. That's kind of a misnomer here. Now, this is the actual listing that this should be on, okay? This Racerback logo sports bra. I'm pretty sure this is the right thing. I did yeah, I mean, it's the right image and everything. So this is what the issue here is. This is the actual right listing. So if somebody's like, oh, I want to buy a Nike Racerback sports bra, they're going to search this, find this, select the size, and buy it. Well, they're not going to buy this one because this one isn't on the listing. That's why you want to avoid orphan listings, because you're not going to get as good as sales because people won't be able to find them right. Okay, and this is even made weirder because this actually has reviews. It looks like this actually has sold in the past. It's had a lot of offer count on it. I believe that this was made after the fact. I believe that this is a catalog error with Amazon where they actually could fix this. So what I would do if you do run into an item, and in this case this bra, and you do really want to sell it, you can open a case with the catalog team on Amazon and explain that these two listings should be merged. I've had okay luck with that, but it is an extra step. If you don't want to take that extra step, just avoid items like this and you won't have to worry about it. So that's what an orphan listing looks like. Now, so let me show you guys another interesting example of an orphan listing. This maybe isn't exactly an orphan listing, but their parents definitely have them on different visitation schedules, if you know what I mean. So this is a dry fit bra, okay, woman's dry fit high support sports bra. These two right here, these two listings, okay, so this one right here, blue black, and black white, are actually the same product. These have the same product number from Nike. You can just see they're the same product. 71, yeah, okay. But for some reason, this one is, so this is technically an orphan listing here because it is the where's our, oh no, I'm sorry, it is a variation. Okay, so it does have variations here. It only does have the ones in stock here, which is the extra small, I do believe. No, medium, okay? This here is the same bra, also with size variations. So the thing is that these should be combined together, and these should be the same listing, but they aren't, okay? So this should be the same listing where you have to either select blue or black and then the size, but it's not. So this is another interesting example of what would be considered an orphaned listing. Okay guys, so let's look at a ghost listing, and you'll very quickly see the difference between a ghost listing and an orphan listing, and you'll also understand why you probably want to be actually selling on ghost listings when you do find them. Now, this particular bra here will actually pull up if you scan that barcode. So if you want to pull it up with the Amazon Seller app, do it now. If you want to type it in because your screen won't work, I'll give you the UPC, and that is 6089261032334. If you type that into the Amazon Seller app, you're going to pull up this, okay? I've edited it in. Now, if you type that into Amazon, you actually can't find it. So if you pull up Amazon.com, you won't be able to find it. This listing is kind of somewhere between a ghost and not a ghost. And the reason that I used this was I haven't really been selling as many bras as I used to. So I don't have like a whole bunch of bras sitting around. This is an old example. So there's a couple things about this that are kind of both, but this is definitely what I would consider a ghost listing. Now, you see from what it looks like in Seller Central, we can't list that. So let me show you how we will actually find this listing if we were in a store, because we have plenty of information. Okay, so we have this bra here. And if we go, we have more than enough information here to figure out this listing. We have the model number. That's all we need. So let's type that into Amazon. And that is an Olga. Okay. GB0561A if you're playing along at home. And it is the first one, the no side effects. Okay, so in this case, they have renamed this color. Okay, the bra photo that I'm showing here is super old. Okay, the actual color of the actual bra that I'm holding there is Holiday Red. It is a very discontinued color, and now they call it Crimson Red. The same thing. I wouldn't list a Holiday Red as a Crimson Red because I guess technically there is a difference. But for my video here, I'm going to call them the same thing so that I can demonstrate the listing process here. Now, what I first do is I select Crimson Red, and from this drop down, you will notice the color or the size that I need, I can't select. It's 40 double D. See? Can't select it. Okay? Won't let me. So I can't actually get the listing that I want, and this is where it gets frustrating. I would be having the same problem in trying to list in Inventory Lab, in Seller Central, whatever. I won't be able to pull that ASIN. So here's how I fix it. I use Rev Seller, and I click on the variation viewer. Okay, and it's going to pull up all the variations, all 117 of them. And the first thing we do is clear all of the colors. And then I'm going to select the color I want, which in this case is Crimson Red. And I'm going to go down here, 40 double D, just what I wanted. Copy that, and that there is my pesky ghost ASIN. Now, if I come over here, I should be able to type that in and find it just like that. I have confirmed that that is in fact the correct ASIN. However, it is not going to actually pull up the correct item for me because it's so out of stock, hence why it is a ghost ASIN. I don't know how long it takes for items to become ghost ASINs. Some people say 3 months, some people say 6 months. I don't have a good answer. Now, sometimes when you search ghost ASINs, you will find this page here. This is called an Amazon dog page. Okay, sorry we couldn't find that. A lot of people that saw on Amazon a long time will say, oh no, I got a dog. That's what they're referring to. Now you're learning the lingo, guys. And when we do this, this definitely means it's the wrong thing. Now, I should be able to then go into Inventory Lab, and I'm not going to say should, I will be able to go in Inventory Lab with this ASIN copied, add this to my inventory, just like that. Now, the reason why this happens, the particular color and size was out of stock for a long time, and they kind of removed it a little bit from the catalog. It's still there, but it's a ghost now. And we can now start to sell it again. But because this is a good listing, this is a listing that people are actively buying from. It's $3,000 in clothing that's probably sold several times since I began making this video. This is going to do really well for you, and it's going to be something that, you know, is low in stock. Now, something to keep in mind is it might be discontinued, so it might be a color that people really didn't like or a size that people didn't really buy. That's entirely possible, but for the most part, I've had really good luck with selling ghost listings like this, and it works pretty well. So another common reason for an item to become a ghost listing on Amazon is because Amazon doesn't want it sold anymore. So this right here is the ASIN for laundry detergent that Amazon no longer wants to be sold. It was a Lysol product. That should be a good enough clue to you as to what it was. And if you've ever sold this in the past, if you throw that ASIN into your inventory, you'll be able to see it. Now, one of the ways to tell that something has become a ghost listing from your inventory is you can no longer see the image of it. I will give a screenshot here so you see what I'm talking about. That's a really good indicator that an item has become a ghost listing, and sometimes Amazon will bring those listings back. Okay, so there have been some examples of that where an item was blocked and then it got unblocked. Okay, so this is ghost listings. Okay guys, so that's it. Now you know the difference between a child ASIN, a parent ASIN, an orphan listing, and a ghost listing. Very, very simple, but it's very important to know these things, especially if you're going to be selling in the clothing category. So go forth, make a lot of money, and make me proud. Anyway guys, have a great night. Good luck with Q4 this year. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.